Hi.
Live.
Yeah, here we are.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm Kim,
I'm Andy.
and we're going to read to you from the Urantia book. But first, we're going to read a little bit from Light the Flame by Andrew Harvey. Today is April 26th. So, this little selection is from Mechthild of Magdeburg, who was a German Christian mystic and lived in the 1200s in Europe. Okay, and okay, I'll do it. You want to do it or should I do it?
Go ahead.
I'll do it. May I be so transformed by your love's wisdom that I kneel perpetually at the feet of all creatures. Okay, so to me, what does that speak to you of?
Living at a higher level of understanding and appreciation for everything around you.
Yeah, and humility. She's
Absolutely.
kneeling at the feet of all creatures, human or non-human. All of the creatures are valuable and important in this web of life. So I think it's a profound respect for nature. Also, we have, um, transformation, the power of transformation. Um, love, love's wisdom is what is um, catalyzing her transformation into this sublimely humble person who puts herself last. Okay, so she can love all things, and that's the transformation.
Like that.
Yeah, that's very beautiful. Okay, let's keep going. Today we're going to start paper 2, and the paper is called The Nature of God. Okay, so we just got done with the Universal Father. Now we're on the nature of God, and we're just going to read the introduction today. Okay. Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
Do you want to go?
Go ahead.
Okay. Inasmuch as man's highest possible concept of God is embraced within the human idea and ideal of a primal and infinite personality, it is permissible and may prove helpful to study certain characteristics of the divine nature which constitute the character of deity. The nature of God can best be understood by the revelation of the Father which Michael of Nebadon unfolded in his manifold teachings and in his superb mortal life in the flesh. The divine nature can also be better understood by man if he regards himself as a child of God and looks up to the paradise creator as a true spiritual father. Okay, so we're trying to understand, what is God like? What is God's nature? So the best thing that we can come to is that God loves us as a father would love us. That's the closest thing we can understand. Of course, it's more than human kind of father-child relationship. He's more than that, but that's the best thing we can compare it to. Okay?
So the love of the Father means that God is love. If we're looking for the nature of God, it's love.
Yeah. But love itself has a lot of diverse meanings. That little 4-letter word can. But we're saying like the Father's love, or the love of a creator for his creation, right?
Right.
Okay. Do you want to go?
Sure. The nature of God can be studied in a revelation of supreme ideas, The divine character can be envisaged as a portrayal of supernal ideas. The most enlightening and spiritually edifying of all revelations of the divine nature is to be found in the comprehension of the religious life of Jesus of Nazareth, both before and after his attainment of full consciousness of divinity. If the incarnated life of Michael is taken as the background of the revelation of God to man, we may attempt to put in human word symbols certain ideas and ideals concerning the divine nature, which may possibly contribute to a further illumination and unification of the human concept of the nature and the character of the personality of the Universal Father.
Okay.
So, to know God would be simply to look at the life and the teachings of Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do that and you'll know God. You'll know the nature of God.
That's the nature of God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because God doesn't, like Jesus never thought of himself. When he was in danger, he was worried about, the apostles being taken because they had weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he's not thinking, oh, these guys are going to save me, which is what I'd be thinking. I mean, who wouldn't? He's thinking, yeah,
Right.
he's not thinking of himself. And that he has such faith that he knew that this isn't going to kill me. It's going to hurt a little bit. It's going to sting, but it's not going to kill me. So he's so beyond that, being afraid of this suffering. It's a small thing for him, his mortality.
And should be for us if we were to try to live.
If we try to live like that. But it's still hard. That's hard for, I try to live like that, but yeah, I hope I can be that good someday. I know I'm not. Okay, I'll go. In all our efforts to and spiritualize the human concept of God, we are tremendously handicapped by the limited capacity of the mortal mind. Sorry, angels. Yeah, I know it's true. We're limited in here. Yeah, we are also seriously handicapped in the execution of our assignment by the limitations of language and by the poverty of material which can be utilized for purposes of illustration or comparison in our efforts to portray divine values and to present spiritual meanings to the finite mortal mind of man. Yeah, okay, I will say, yeah, you guys have a tough job.
For sure.
All our efforts to enlarge the human concept of God would be well nigh futile, except for the fact that the mortal mind is indwelt by the bestowed adjuster of the Universal Father and is pervaded by the truth spirit of the Creator Son. Depending, therefore, on the presence of these divine spirits within the heart of man for assistance in the enlargement of the concept of God, I cheerfully undertake the execution of my mandate to attempt the further portrayal of the nature of God to the mind of man. Okay, so that's excellent.
Should probably say something about the indwelt, the bestowed adjuster of the Universal Father, which is, I think, to say that each of us has a piece of God in us that is a hopeful thing.
That is like tuned in, and we can tune it in and experience the presence of God within us at any time we choose, because we have this tuner,
Mhm.
you know, and a lot of times we don't. Do you find yourself ever hiding from God? Maybe you don't.
I think I do when I shrink back from the potential of what I can be, what I can do, when I doubt myself.
When you doubt yourself
Mhm.
and you're like, I don't know if I want to go deal with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if I want to get into that because I doubt that I would find fulfillment in that, or that I would be successful in whatever it is we're talking about.
Right. Well, the fact is here, if you get outside of that, it really doesn't matter if you're successful or not.
Mhm.
You know, if you're successful, all you do, all that happens is you get to feel good. You get good job. Okay. But if you're not successful, you actually learn something
Mhm.
about your
Mhm.
approach. So both are valuable.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I tell my students.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's only when you make mistakes that you actually learn something.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So either way, it's productive to, choose a course and act.
Mhm.
Yeah. When like, yeah, I'm not gonna make a decision, about that.
Which is to make a decision.
Which is to make a decision. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. All right.
Mhm.
Yep. Because we have this thought adjuster, these angels are able to tap into that and say, hey, turn us on, turn up the volume here. We're talking to you.
Mhm.
We're with you. We just want to let you know that we're here.
Mhm.
Most of the time, it's not that they want me to do something specific. It's that, yeah, we want to know that we're here and we see you. We love you.
Mhm.
And that's the messages I get most of the time.
Mhm.
Yeah. It can be, yeah.
The message I can rely on is in prayer or meditation to begin each day to choose goodness, to choose a positive spirit for the day. I can choose that. That's within my choice.
Mhm.
And as soon as I do that, it's like the sun comes up, and it's going to be a good day.
Yep. There you go. There you have it.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're going to go forward like this angel, this divine counselor. The first papers are all written by the divine counselor. Yeah. Okay, this might be the same one or a different one as wrote the last page, but this personality who composed this paper said, I cheerfully undertake the execution of my mandate to attempt the further portrayal of the nature of God to the mind of man. So I cheerfully undertake this, even though this is really hard. And you guys are really, I don't know if you're going to get it, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to cheerfully try to do it. And that's that's good role model, good exemplify, a good way to exemplify a good attitude.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that's all we got today. This was
That's it.
pretty good. Thank you.
Well, have a great day.
All right. Bye.
Bye.